John, we can't go on like this. Seeing each other at these deadly dull recitals, these teas and
the only way we can go on, as long as Phil is in the field. When he comes back,
He'll go right out again. 3 weeks out of every 4 he's in the field. 3 months out of every 4. Do you know what my life was as Mrs. Captain Donlin until you were transferred here?
Hello, Miss Anne. Good evening, sir.
I thought the concert tonight was a little better than usual.
Captain Donlin's due in from the field now any minute, isn't he, Seeley?
Yes, he is, Mrs. Owen.
My, that'll be interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, come on, Margaret. Come on, Anne. Good evening, Lieutenant. Mrs. Donlin.
Good evening, sir.
Please come inside.
You think we better not?
Please. You're eligible for resignation. Apply for it. Take me with you when you leave.
Do you realize what you'd be leaving?
Of course I do. I'd be leaving loneliness. Dull, drab, endless days and nights. I wouldn't have to live my life out with a man I never see. Go on being married to a uniform. Do you know what garrison life is for me? While the man I'm married to is out serving and living his precious army, I'm left at home with a collection of females chattering over their teacups. And about what? The latest fashions in gowns cut from Butterick patterns 2 years old. And sewing circles just ripe with the latest gossip on how the colonel's horse is getting along with the major's horse. But all that'll be changed if you resign and take me with you.
You think I could change all that?
I know you can. It's all his fault. I'll never have to see him again. I hate him and everything he stands for.
I still don't think you know what you want.
I'll make it very plain.
That's pretty plain.
Phil!
I know I should say, let me explain, Phil, but you've heard about everything there is to hear.
I don't want to ruin anyone's life, let alone yours, Phil. I loved you once. But now I can't stand what little I do see of you. Will you take me with you?
I'll see you tomorrow after you've talked this over with Phil.
I'll be back in patrol by tomorrow. For 3 weeks. I came over to kiss my wife goodbye, but it seems that's been taken care of for me. you think?
It's water, all right, Captain Donlin.
And why didn't Eureka report it?
He may be a corporal taking army pay, but he's still an Indian.
Sergeant Grissom, first set of twos, lead out. Got a patch of trees over.
Well, and pass the word back to Captain Donald to come on in.
Before or after I get a drink?
You know the captain's rules. When I gotta touch it, either get going.
It's real wet.
What? Go!
Hey, Shovels, unlock me.
I lost the key.
Oh, that's purely water.
You're gonna be all right, Tim.
Where to dismount? Dismount? I don't want these horses to get into water yet. Let's run a picket line. All right. Laid out.
Stop that man, Grierson.
On your feet, recruit.
Did you hear anybody give you orders to break ranks?
No, sir.
See that he's last at the water, Sergeant.
Get back in ranks and stay there.
You all right?
Clear as a bell, not counting the mud.
All right, Sergeant.
Laid out. Except you.
I know. We're all dead tired. We've been 3 weeks on patrol. But if we don't ride all night tonight, we'll never reach Camp Yellowstone in time to make our report to General Custer before he moves out for the Little Bighorn River. So we're gonna ride all night. It'll be dark in less than an hour. That means you got about an hour to sleep. Relax fast.
Good to get back to Camp Yellowstone, sir. Us not knowing where that Indian scout Eureka is, and all those Sioux on the move.
Get to sleep, Williams.
It's dark now.
All right. Get him off and on, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
I want him out in 5 minutes.
All right, off and on.
Captain, we got company.
Take cover along this bank. Grierson,
Yes, sir?
let him come in.
Who is it, sir?
Eureka.
I heard them coming, Captain, and rode out to see who it was.
All right.
Lieutenant Hayward reporting as ordered.
Whose orders?
Commanding officer, Fort Lincoln. Mind if my men water the horses?
Later. Picket lines over there, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
You mind if I have some water?
I don't mind anything you do as long as you make your report and get going. So I don't have to have you around.
As you were.
An ex-professional like you ought to be able to turn up some beside aces all the time. How about a queen?
The way it goes.
You know what I'd like even better than some sleep?
What makes you think there is anything better?
To see the captain knock Haywood's head off.
Oh, you're just going on the rumors we heard about the lieutenant.
Happened to me once. I never got my hands on the man who did it. But I know how the captain feels.
You don't know how it feels to keep your mouth shut.
Are you talking as Major Grierson or Sergeant Grierson?
Listen, Moylan.
The horses are in better condition than we are. At least their tempers are.
Well, get to the point, Haywood.
The orders were to contact the patrols in this area and order them back to the fort.
The fort? We're on our way to rejoin Custer at Camp Yellowstone.
Not now.
What do you mean?
Custer and the 7th left Camp Yellowstone yesterday for the Little Bighorn River.
We've seen signs of nearly 1,000 Sioux moving toward the Little Bighorn.
Nearly 1,000. I've called in 3 patrols. Add up the Sioux they've spotted, and you got nearly 4,000 on the move.
Custer can't have over 300 men. They'll never find the pieces.
And there's no way they can be warned.
There is if I'm there.
If you're there, you've been ordered back.
No, follow those orders. But I'll go back by my own way.
By way of the Little Bighorn?
This patrol is a part of the 7th. We're going to rejoin the 7th before it reaches the Little Bighorn.
We'll have to make it in less than 3 days. The only point we can intercept Custer is over 250 miles from here.
I don't care if it's over 250,000 miles from here. That's the 7th riding into those Sioux.
There's plenty of Sioux between, and over that kind of terrain, I'd never order my men on a suicide mission.
You won't have to. Your men are not going. But you are.
So that's it. Well, it won't work, Phil. I've already put in my application.
A resignation, huh? Was that application signed and approved?
It will be by the time I get back.
Then you're still in the 7th, mister, and that puts you under my orders. I need a second in command in case something happens to me. Anything to say?
I hope you meant it when you said my men didn't have to go.
I meant it. I have your attention, men. Custer and the 7th have already left for the Little Bighorn. You know what that means? They'll never know what hit them. Unless they know beforehand what they're going up against. None of us is in any condition to ride 50 miles, let alone 250 through what's between us and the 7th. But we're gonna do it. And we won't have time to go around obstacles. We're gonna go through them. No matter what or who they are. We'll need fresh horses. Sergeant Mills, exchange your horses with ours and get your detail ready to go back to Fort Lincoln.
Yes, sir. Back to Fort Lincoln? Is that where they came from?
Well, sure, Art. Hey, maybe you can find out something. Ask him.
Any of you men here have a baby being born in the fort before you left? Name a Hofstadter?
Come on, get the lard out.
It's my wife. She's not young, old as me. Having her first baby at her age is... It's my wife I want to hear about. Could you tell me if you were called to stand at burial formation?
Come on, Ernst.
Hofstadter. All hospital reports have to pass through my desk. When I left, Mrs. Hofstadter was in fine condition and no trouble was expected.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
He didn't handle anything but quartermaster stores across his desk. What'd he go and lie for? About another man's wife, too.
I'd say kind of a decent lie.
My detail's ready.
Sir, Captain, would you... Trooper Mason, sir, requesting permission to accompany the patrol.
Not this patrol, Mason. You're going back to the fort.
But, sir,
Get back there and mount up.
Yes, sir.
Why do you want to go, Mason?
Well, sir, you're going to try and warn the 7th. I'd kind of like to be along when you do. It's my father, sir. He's up there with him. Sergeant Mason, D Troop.
A lot of Sioux between us and your father, Mason.
I know.
All right, you can come along.
Thank you, sir.
I thought you said none of my men would have to go.
I didn't order him. He volunteered. Have him climb aboard, Sergeant.
Prepare to mount. Mount.
Any report to make to Fort Lincoln, sir?
Report that this patrol is rejoining the 7th. That's all. Lead him out.
Laid out.
I was kind of counting on getting back to Fort Lincoln.
The way it goes.
So, we're not going back to the fort. So what's at the fort? The guardhouse.
By this time, your own personal property.
I make you a present of it. I will it to you, as of now.
You heard the lieutenant say that she was all right, Ernst.
Up till yesterday. I gotta be there when it happens. I got no right to leave her alone. She's not young anymore.
Now, you could send me on this mission alone. That would accomplish what you want, and you'd be saving the lives of these men.
You'd never make it.
That's the point, isn't it?
Two's right. All right. Yo!
think we'll stop long, Mr. Vet?
Don't you think we'd better?
I don't think General Custer's making any long stops.
We won't waste any time, boy. Your father never was one for forced marches. You slow the general up. Common horse sense. You mean there is a girl like this? She's coming down from Canada to marry you, sight unseen?
Miss Letty and me joined the Friendly Correspondence Society at about the same time. Now, at the first transportation from Regina, she'll be on it.
One thing, sure. You didn't send her your picture.
Get the men on their feet, Grierson.
But they can hardly...
On their feet, Grierson, until they move out.
Yes, sir. All right. Off and on. My horses know enough not to lie down when the muscles are this worn out. The lieutenant would have made a good vet. Way it goes.
You heard me, off and on. Off your butts and on your feet. Lieutenant Haywood's orders.
Now, the wife stealer's giving orders.
Wipe it off your nose, Zecca.
You had a change of heart, Corporal. Didn't the guy from Kansas City run off with your wife?
Come off of it, Hofstetter. You forget what Lieutenant Haywood said about your wife? She's all right. The lieutenant ain't from Kansas City.
More to the right. Make him out?
Quince and Eureka coming back.
The ravine must be empty.
As far in as they went.
That's good enough for us.
Look, Phil.
Yes, Lieutenant.
What you're doing on account of me means risking the life of every man in this patrol.
This patrol isn't being made on account of you. And I'm sure the men will be very touched by your concern for their lives.
I used to like them. They used to like me.
Before you turn into a wife stealer?
You're Seeley's husband. That's the way she wants it to be. If you listen to me, you'd
I never want
realize
to hear about Seeley and you again.
You're gonna let every member of this patrol be killed, just so I'm included. Murder according to regulations.
I'll be the judge of murder, Lieutenant. And you go up against me just once. The ravine clear?
Yes, sir. But they've left many small parties behind.
We saw the signs. A bunch of rear guards wandering around between here and where we're going.
If any of those parties spots us, they'll send up a signal and the whole bunch will be down on us.
In the ravine, there might only be one heathen. Excuse me, Erica. But it only takes one.
How long would it take?
Might lose 6 or 7 hours.
And save 6 or 7 lives.
You're interested in saving a few lives, Lieutenant. I'm interested in saving a great many. Have the column mount up.
He says the word, Lieutenant. He's in charge.
What? What? Yo!
Take the point, Eureka.
Yes, sir.
Big spot for a trap. They'll expect us to go around.
I hope you're right, Captain.
Take the first set of twos and cover the rear, Lieutenant. We don't want any stragglers. Pass the word. No noise of any kind, no matter what.
Didn't you hear the orders not to fire?
Yes, sir. Who fired it?
I got over anxious.
An Indian watching us, sir. I saw him up there. Wings on him, fly away. He was up there, sir. You and Mr. Haywood must have better eyes than the rest of us.
We still have a couple of minutes before he can send up a signal. I'm going up to find out.
No more shooting, Lieutenant. We haven't time to wait for you.
I'll catch up.
Thanks, Lieutenant. He was up there, sir. I'd like to go with you, sir.
Keep going.
Yes, sir.
Future in that. Good thing they didn't get a blanket over that fire. From this height, the smoke signal would carry for 25 miles.
Let's go. That's the word. Mr. Haywood's coming.
Mr. Haywood's coming.
Mr. Haywood's coming.
Mr. Haywood coming.
Mr. Haywood's coming.
Lieutenant Haywood's coming, sir.
You take care of him, Lieutenant?
Took care of both of them.
Kind of good to have somebody around to look after our interest.
Take the point with Eureka, Quince.
Yeah.
About a mile ahead. Get her moving, Grierson.
Lay it out.
I don't see any smoke.
You won't. You were counting on me not coming back, weren't you?
The only thing I'm counting on, mister, is getting this column through to the 7th.
Phil, the men are tired. They need some rest.
The men will get some rest when I say so, Lieutenant.
Phil, I meant to do this before. I'm giving you back the only part of Seeley I ever had.
I had this made for in St. Louis. Cost me a month's pay. And she gave it to you.
She doesn't even know I have it.
Seems sending for you is the only way I can see you. Nearly 3 weeks. You haven't even looked at me, let alone spoken to me. We have to get this settled before Phil comes back.
At least this time we're alone.
Didn't you want to see me?
I'd rather spend 1 minute with you than...
I'm leaving when you leave. With you.
You think you've made up your mind, don't you?
Yes, I have.
That's why I haven't seen you for nearly 3 weeks.
Why?
We've both been making up our minds.
Yes.
You've come to one conclusion.
Yes.
But I've come to another.
What other is there?
I know you well enough to know that before everything else, you're honest. With yourself and with me. I know you'll give me an honest answer.
Answer to what?
If your husband was leaving the army and going back east as I am, would you be willing to leave him? That's what I thought. That's why I put in my application for transfer instead of resignation. Wait for him, Seeley. I'm going out tomorrow. I've orders to call in Phil's patrol.
Found a spot with water 2 miles up ahead. Make a good place to stop a while. Except the Sioux would expect any detachment in this area to stop there. The only other water's over behind that shoulder.
That's 4 hours off our course. Custer's not going 4 hours off his course. We'll bivouac up ahead. And double the guard.
You're being kind of elusive, aren't you, Pete?
What of it?
You can't go on keeping to yourself like this.
I outrank both Dunlin and Haywood, vet. Major Grayson. There was a war going on, then the war was over. I wasn't broken, I was what they called turned back. Too many officers for a peacetime army.
You can't let it eat you.
It's just that I'm neither one thing or the other. The officers think I'm spying on them for the men, and the men think I'm spying on them for the officers. I'll stay by myself, vet.
You'll change your mind.
Will I?
You got 3 hours to sleep. That's whatever time it takes to get those shelters up. Custer has to halt at night too, Mason.
Yes, sir.
We'll get there in time.
Thank you, sir. I know we will.
Get your shelter up.
Yes.
Kind of young for soldiering, ain't you?
How old you gotta be?
Fell around my age. You 19 yet?
Almost. How long you been in?
Nearly 6 months. How long you been in?
Nearly 3 years.
Well, Harvey here's a real recruit. 3 months. Been kind of sick lately, though.
It's here. I can't keep my food down. What I'd give to be back in the hospital at Fort Lincoln. You think I'm afraid? I'm not afraid. It's just that I can't get rid of this knot. I'm not afraid.
Nobody said you were.
Was that a whip at me? I don't make any bones about it. I've been in fistfights, sure, but never met a man who wanted to take my life. Actually kill me, let alone a Sioux Indian in full war paint.
I don't think you even want us to get through to Custer.
Well, a man can get killed awful dead with Custer.
Yeah, I keep thinking about that.
I'm sorry, Davy.
Mr. Hofstadter, I guess Fort Lincoln would look pretty good to you, too.
Get up. Walk over here with me. You want to get back to that hospital in Fort Lincoln as bad as I do. You asked for her duty tonight, you hear?
Mr. Hofstadter, I don't think I can stand up good enough for her duty.
You want to get back to that hospital, don't you? You asked for her duty tonight.
Sure, Mr. Hofstadter.
All right, everybody but those on picket and hurt duty, turn in. We still have nearly 200 miles ahead of us and less than 48 hours to do it in. Better sleep fast.
Sleep? It's wonderful. If I only knew what that Indian Arika was up to.
Good night, DeWalt. Yeah, I hope so. It's too early for birds to be awake, Mr. Hofstadter.
Any Sioux around here are more interested in the patrol we left. You take it easy, Tim. Nothing's going to stop us from getting back.
Mr. Hofstadter! Mr. Hofstadter!
They stopped me. I didn't even get my hands on one of them.
You can thank the lieutenant for coming out after you.
I can thank them for stopping me.
We haven't time to bury Harvey. I'm not going to read you off. You probably feel as bad about him as I do.
Yes, sir.
You ran out on the others. They want to get back to the fort as much as you do. I'll be watching you. If you try it again, I'll shoot you down like a deserter. Now get your horse and let's get out of here.
You came back, Mr. Haywood.
You think I wouldn't?
Hofstadter, you know what happens to a man who deserts in the presence of the enemy.
Yes, sir.
Private Harvey must have gone out of his head. Wandered out of camp and got lost. Hofstadter just went out to find him.
Would you testify to that, Corbo?
Yes, sir, I purely would.
Well, where is Harvey?
Dead?
Take your posts. I take it some Sioux got away. Now we've really got to keep moving.
See anything?
No, but I'd like to.
What do you mean?
I'd like to see on the other side of that ridge, where the little bighorn is. I'd like to see how many are there, waiting, hiding.
Think a lot of your father. Makes me kind of wish I had somebody close to me riding with Custer.
You crazy?
Well, it might make me feel different than I do.
It might.
Gerson told me to relieve you on picket.
You stand picket?
I know how you feel about me, but I'll keep my eyes open. Sometimes a rabbit makes a better lookout than a bulldog.
Cold rations again?
Unless you invented a cold fire. What do you mean, cold rations? Here I kept the fire going all day so your food would be hot when you came home, dear. Try the coffee, too. It'll burn you. Watch out.
Thanks. Hey, Shovels, you ever thought of wearing a black suit? In memory of your dear departed brain. Like I was saying, you boys don't know when I'm well off. Why should I want to go back to the fort? If they let me out of the guardhouse, they'll give me stable duty, then kitchen duty. And after that, if things go real good, they'll let me dig a couple of latrines.
And why? You know what they found in his issue chest before we come out on patrol?
Wait a minute, snakehead.
The colonel's gold watch, the major's silver watch, and my brass watch.
A man has got to know the time.
Once a thief, always a thief.
Takes one to know one.
I ask myself why I put up with him. Give me one reason, I ask. Take a reason from 1 to 10, I answer. All 10 come out the same. It's because I like having one guy around with less brains than I got.
Hey, Eureka. See? That's as far as I can get him off now. But one of these days, I'll be able to slip.
What was the idea of that, Danny?
I wanted to see what he'd try when he thought I was helpless.
Crow hates the Sioux. He's a crow.
Crow, sparrow, hummingbird, he's still an Indian. Who are we fighting if it ain't Indians? Me, I think he's going to lead us into a trap.
Well, you'll sure be ready for it with that thing on your wrist.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't go away. Leave me like this.
I'm gonna lose this key one of these times. On purpose.
You wouldn't. Would you?
We can't wait any longer for Quince to come back.
Maybe he's found something. Or been found.
Have him bound up, Sergeant. Send somebody out with a reek at the right point.
Williams, come on down.
All right, off and on. Climb aboard. Zeka,
Yes, Sergeant.
your riding point with Eureka.
Sure, Sergeant. That's a joke, ain't it? Me ride with Eureka? You sure you know what I'm doing?
Get going.
But listen, Sergeant.
That's an order, Zeka.
You know what's wrong with this army? It's too military.
I might as well throw this key away.
Climb aboard.
Nice day to stay alive, ain't it, Eureka? You ride a little ahead. I got a slow horse.
My twos. What? Go!
You mean all these tracks weren't made at the same time?
Some passed yesterday, some this morning, a few only 2-3 hours ago.
When are you going to get together? I hope not.
Some distance ahead where the ground lies good.
Quince, come on.
No.
Let go of me, you dirty red stuff.
This is a suit trick.
Maybe he's still alive. Quince, it's me, Danny. What did they do?
Zeka. Quick, shoot me. Please, shoot me. Zeka.
Thanks, Corporal.
Well? The Sioux haven't bunched up yet. At least not in the next 7 miles. Grierson?
Sir, all you know is the Sioux haven't bunched up yet. All I know is that Quince and Eureka dying like that.
What do you want me to say? I'm sorry.
Are you, sir?
Take your post, Zeka.
Yes, sir.
I want a man out in front riding point.
Yes, sir.
But I'm not going to order anybody to do it. Use DeWalt's cards. Cut for it.
I'd like to volunteer, sir.
There'll be no volunteering.
Could I speak to you as...
As Major Grierson to Captain Donlin?
No, just as Grierson to Donlin.
No, go ahead.
I'm not a brave man, but the others have got a reason for getting back to the fort. I figure what's the most riding point could cost me? My life? Mine's not a life a man wants to hang on to. If I get back to the fort, I'll get out of the Army, and the Army's all I know. I'd just as soon ride out front, sir.
You'll take your chances cutting for it with the others.
Yes, sir. Break out your deck, DeWalt. We're cutting high card to see who rides out in front.
cut cards.
DeWalt's deck?
One thing sure. DeWalt won't cut himself the job.
That eliminates cutting.
You know the backs of those cards as well as the front.
Easy. Everybody's a little edgy. Common horse sense is to draw by rank. Lead out, Pearson.
Remember, high man goes. 7 of spades.
Jack of diamonds.
Why does anybody got a ride point when it's safer to ride in a bunch?
The Army goes on the theory that the loss of a few to save many brings the best results. Draw, Corporal.
If you say so, Lieutenant. Queen of clubs.
Oh, I can purely draw. 4 of spades.
Make it an ace. Big as they come. 7 of hearts.
Queen of spades. That ought to be easy for you to get under. Deuce of spades. Like I thought. The lowest in the deck.
That's the way it goes. You don't have to draw, Zach.
I want to draw, Lieutenant. Head of hearts.
Now, hold on a minute. I got more time in than you.
Be there, Ace. An ace.
I got it. It's me.
Jack of clubs.
Draw, Stevie.
High man's already drawn, sir.
There's still 3 aces left in the pack. Draw, Stevie.
Ace of hearts.
Tie. Stevie, you and Mason will have to redraw.
I drew the ace first.
There won't be any redraw. I was a dealer, and the dealer called deuces wild. Now, maybe I didn't tell you. Right, Lieutenant? Right.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I got a big mouth, Al. Anytime you want to belt it, you can.
Yeah, I'll be waiting. Catch up. DeWalt's riding point.
If my calculations are right, we've got just under 100 miles to go. We'll hit the Little Bighorn about 2 tomorrow afternoon.
I said DeWalt's riding point.
And you've been over there sympathizing. It's very easy to come in on a tough job and side against a man who has to get it done. A whole regiment is marching into a trap, and you're mothering a 15-man patrol that can save it.
You ready to move out?
Right, Grissom.
Climb aboard. Butt those saddles, off and on.
They do those things all at once to Quince? Or slowly?
They'll do the same to every man with Custer if they catch him.
We'll be there with him, Danny. In plenty of time.
Try those. They'll take your mind off of things.
Let's get going.
What? Trot. Yo!
haven't bunched up yet. As far as the valley, anyway. Two that spotted me were all I saw.
Thanks, DeWalt.
I guess I've gone about as far as I can.
Don't worry, we'll fix it so you can ride.
Mr. Haywood, I haven't got an inch of skin left on me. I couldn't stand being put next to a horse.
Listen. Get DeWalt over there into the shade of that tree.
We're leaving him, sir?
That's right. Get him moved.
Zaka, Vet, Moylan, give me a hand with DeWalt. Shovels, spread your blanket out under that rock.
Well, that's how it is. We've got to go on.
Who will you leave with him?
No one? That's what has to be done.
Sacrifice a few to save many.
Be careful with him. Have the men fill his canteen with theirs.
Yeah, be real careful, so he can die comfortably.
Have the men fill his canteen with theirs and see that he has plenty of rations.
Leave your canteen and your spare rations with him.
That sounds like we're going to leave him here alone.
That's right.
You'll leave his horse, sir?
A horse could be spotted.
I won't need a horse. I could use a carbine, though. I lost mine.
Hall, bring a carbine.
This was Tim Harvey's.
I'll be all right.
Have him mount up, Sergeant. Good luck, DeWalt.
Why, that dirty coal-livered. I'm not gonna ride off and leave Al.
You heard the word. Climb aboard. Butt those saddles. I said climb aboard.
The way it goes. Wondering what goes on in the mind of a man that's been left behind to die?
I'm wondering which one to send ahead.
Every man you've sent out to Ride Point has been killed or injured.
Do you think knowing that makes it easy to choose? Who would you send?
That's easy.
Sent Mr. Haywood to Ride Point.
What's he trying to do? Murder the lieutenant?
You think he wouldn't? Look what he's doing to DeWalt.
All right! Yo! The command is forward. Route order.
Miss Letty coming all the way down from Canada just purely to be Mrs. James Corbo. Say, maybe she's already at the fort. Just waiting for me.
Mason? I told you we're not putting up our shelters.
I'm following Captain Donlan's orders, and so should you be.
You never soldiered with Al DeWall, did you? And now Mr. Haywood ain't come back. So you're gonna put up your shelter, turn in, and sleep in peace, huh?
Don't any of you want to get up there to reach the 7th?
We all do, son. But we figure this is the only way we got a chance.
Is that the way you figure, Mr. Vet?
Guess I do, Davy. Got kind of fond of the lieutenant.
We don't need the kid. Come on, let's get the horses.
Where's Sergeant Grierson and Zecca?
On picket, sir.
Gave orders to get your shelters up.
We're going ahead, Captain, to find Mr. Haywood.
I could have each one of you shot for this.
Like you did DeWalt, Captain.
I wish every man who's ridden point had come back. They haven't. But we're blind without a point. Now get your shelters up and turn in. Those are orders.
We're not going to disobey those orders, Captain. It's just that we're not going to obey them. Can I tell you something, sir?
Speak out, Sergeant.
A man looks at it like this. Sacrificing a few to save many is all right, as long as he's not one of the few. It's hard to be one of the few, Captain. We figure Lieutenant Haywood thinks like us, which makes him our only chance. And maybe he's just hurt out there, waiting for us. We're going up ahead to see.
And if they bunched up, they jump you like they jumped Haywood and nobody gets through. All of you heard my orders. Now get your shelters up and turn in.
Captain! Captain Donlan! It's Mr. Haywood!
Mr. Haywood is coming in.
Well, they've bunched up, but they're not waiting for us. Looks like they found something more important up ahead. I don't know what.
Follow me. This isn't going to settle anything, and it violates every regulation I know of. And maybe the only satisfaction I'll ever get.
No rank?
That's right. Just you, just me. You got 'em believing that what I stand for is wrong.
Ever occurred to you you might be?
You've seen this patrol lose men, but they're only a fraction of what'll be lost if we don't make it. And the only way we can make it is my way. You ready?
I've been ready a long time.
Well, as long as nobody wants to waste time sleeping, that's all right with me. Sergeant McLeod, send in Sergeant Grierson and have the patrol saddle up. I want 2 men to ride point. You know the risk you'll be running.
Me, sir.
Me too, sir.
All right? These last 50 miles are going to be pretty rough. Let's get going.
You all right, sir? I guess this is what the Sioux thought was more important.
Grayson and Vet. Vet.
Been dead a couple of hours. Maybe you'd better not see her. She was coming down to marry Carlo.
We can't wait to bury her. Sorry, Carlo.
Can I have a minute, please?
Make it fast.
Why, you're even prettier than your picture. I'd have been purely proud. Mrs. James Corbo.
Dismount, fight on foot.
Evie, dismount! Spread out!
That's all.
There's your little Bighorn River. Look what's waiting for Custer to come through.
Not a sign of Custer yet. We made it in time.
Till we get through those Sioux, we haven't made it.
Let's get back. Pretty bad, sir?
What's the report?
We're only a mile from the Little Bighorn River, sir. The 7th haven't shown on the other side yet.
There's only one way in or out on the other side of the river, sir. The Sioux got a block solid.
Which means if we're going to cross the Little Bighorn, we can't go around them. We've got to go through them.
They'll be waiting for us, sir. They spotted me and Mason. We saw their signal.
That's all. It'll take too long to go around. But it's up to you. I could order men to risk their lives as long as I could risk mine with them, but now that there's no more risk for me, I can't give that kind of an order. This is the reason I brought you along. You're in command now. You've got to make the decision. Make it the best you know how.
We made it in time, after all.
I think the men left behind would have thought it was worth it. got us this far, and there's a chance it'll get us across the river. Some of the men will come with me. I think they should be given their choice, but that's up to you.
Not up to him any longer, Lieutenant. It's up to you.
Take your place, Sergeant. All right, sir.
Company front.
We haven't time to go around. We're going straight through. If we go in strong with plenty of fanfare, there's a chance they'll think we're in front of a regiment. That's our only chance. Some of you may feel it's wrong to sacrifice a few to save many. Those who feel that way, I give permission to turn back. Shovels? Zecca? Moylan? Vet? Grierson? Mason?
Somebody has to sound the charge, sir.
Stevie, for the ones we left behind.